All right, welcome back. Today we will be showing how to crack a case, a graded card case. This particular example will be a BGS or Beckett case. Personally, I feel these are the most challenging to break out of in order to resubmit, or you don't like the grade or whatever, but they're just thicker, more difficult to get into. PSA's very secure, but it's just a thinner case, so it's easier to get into. And really, once you get going, it's easier to pry out your card. So a couple tools that you'll need. First off, you'll need some wire snips. I just have some channel locks here. Make sure they're a pretty decent brand, because you're not going to be able. You need to get in there and really clip these good. Now, I don't use all of these, but typically just a little nub flat nose, a thicker one, and then I have a long skinny one that I've kind of used for years and rounded it off so I don't stab myself, because as I've cut these, I've pierced myself. So I found an old one and I just grinded the edges off. And then another tiny little guy. Usually I just use these to keep leverage, which we'll show. This makes a mess now. So typically, I will do it in a box or something, because when you're clipping these, I mean the pieces fly, as we'll see. So today's example that we will be cracking out, can't really see the grades very good, is a 2003 Topps Chrome Dwayne Wade, mint 9. The reason this is getting cracked out, it's got 9.5 subs on everything, except centering, and the centering's phenomenal, which I will be submitting to PSA. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this out, and then I will show how we do this. So step number 1. Also make sure you have a penny sleeve and a top loader available that you can put the card in once you've removed it. BGS luckily has a penny sleeve already in here, so it's a lot easier and safer to crack these out opposed to PSA. PSAs are just sitting in there, and then some other companies are just sitting in there. So we can do this a little more, reassuringly. But anyway, all right. So first step, grab your channel locks, or whatever. Put them in your strong hand, because you're gonna need a lot of force on these little guys. Start in the corners. Doesn't matter what corner, right corner, left corner. Usually just whatever handedness you are is usually what I do. So we'll just get in here like this. Let's get a good grip, and you just squeeze really freaking hard. And you just clip the corner. Now you see how this is showing? That's perfect. This is literally a perfect crack. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Get it in there nice and good. Perfect. So yeah, see, this piece just pierced it right off. And I'll kind of show you what it looks like that. Got the corner ripped off. So then this is where you need your screwdrivers. I use the long skinny ones, it works best. So all you're going to do is kind of jam it right here behind this one, in front of the other one. So right here, basically where this little label's at, kind of twist it and get it in there. You can hear it starting to crack a little bit. Be very careful not to pierce yourself. A lot of times I'll do it like this just to save me from getting hurt. And then the biggest thing when you're doing this is don't force it. Use leverage, and then just twist it. And you see all that how the crease just cracked right through there. Then up here, it cracked right through there. So let's get back in there. We're gonna do it all the way through the top. So go all the way to the top and twist, 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 twist. Just keep twisting. All right. So now we've freed the top. You can take this out if you want. Sometimes I do, just to kind of keep them and save them, so I know kind of like what these cards are. It's not working very well. So, all right. Now next step is you're gonna want to go down the sides. On both sides. Usually I like to go about 3/4 of the way down. So I'll try to go to about right here on the card, which will give me enough space to end up pulling the card out. So let's start on the bottom. Let's get back in this easy crack here. Super easy for us. You can watch on the video. And I like to get some good leverage right in here like this. Just get it in here like this, and just get it in about quarter of an inch, half an inch, and then just rotate your hand. See how my hand's rotating? I'm just twisting it. That's how you're going to pry it. And then we're going to jam it down a little bit more. Keep pushing it down a little bit. And you're going to do the same thing. Just twist. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. We're twisting our wrists. Nice and slow. And that's just separating the glue line. See, the glue line's already down to here. So now, don't keep going too far on one side because it's going to cause a crack. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull her out, twist it, and then pull out, and come back up here on the top. And you're going to do this side. Same thing up here on the top. Let's jam it down here a little bit so it's nice and tight, and then twist your wrist. And you hear everything start cracking and popping. Cracking and popping. At this point, the card's going to start moving a little bit because the seal's not on there. So we're just going to be very, very cautious on this. So keep going up towards the top, push down, usually until you hear a pop, but there's your pop. And now you know you're ready to start twisting again. So let's twist. Boom. That's a hell of a pop. Sorry for the French, but yeah, we cracked all the way down to 3/4 of the way where I wanted. So now we're going to do this on this bottom. So this is super easy, 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 easy. And don't tilt the card like this because it's loose. So I try to stay flat to keep the card from falling and getting next to your screwdriver. Beckett, you don't have to worry too much about it because of the fact that they've got this little plastic sleeve on it, like I said. But anyway, so for the sake of the video, we're going to do it this way. We're going to keep going down until it's nice and tight. So it's starting to crack a little bit. You can hear it and you can see it in the video how the seam is just cutting down. All right, so now let's give it a nice twist of the wrist. Some good pops. All right, we're pretty much done now. That's the hard part. All right, now this part, I guess is a little challenging. Let's go ahead and pull this out since we can. Pull out this here so we can see what we're messing with here. I'll set it back here in the corner. All right, let's pick up the card. Now this part is a little bit easier. So I use this other tool just to get my fingers in there. Just push it down. And I like to get my fingers in here, stuck between these two pieces of plastic. Usually my thumb, as you can see, some of the fat of my thumb is stuck in there, keeping it open. And then I'll just kind of use my other fingers like this, and my index finger on the top. Keep it up here. Kind of the same thing. Use your thumb and your, I guess my middle finger, to kind of just create leverage, keeping the slab from going back down on itself. Now with these two fingers in this, just push up, and you're going to force it to essentially crack a little bit further down. Boom. Easy. There she is. Completely off. Card did not move that much at all. Now, this is the only thing that's dangerous on other grading companies' cards, is there's a little bit of, there's some glue residue there, some things, so I just blow it off. And then, we'll flip it over, put it in our hand. So there's your card that you've cracked out, safely secured, I guess sealed with whatever you want to call it. And that's how you crack out a card. And just grab some scissors and just cut below the glue line right there. And then you're able to pull it out. And honestly, do not send a card to another grading company in a Beckett slab like this case, because they know exactly what this is. Put this in another one, completely brand new penny sleeve. Do not ever send another grading company, SGC or PSA, this sleeve. They know exactly what it is, and they're not going to, I just feel like they're going to grade harsher. They know that you've cracked it. They know that there's a reason why you're submitting it to them, because you didn't agree with it. So just remove this. Super easy. Anyway, that's the video. Like I said, I'll try to do a video on PSA and maybe an SGC or another third-party grading company, but get yourself some good channel locks. Make sure you have a couple tools. Clearly I just used these two tools, and then we're good to go. And Beckett, as you see, two sleeves, chronally sealed, pulled apart. Easy as peasy. All right. If you like the video, thank you.